Donc, pour une fois, c'est moi qui vais présenter, parce que Lorenzo n'est pas là. Mais en tout cas, vive le cinéma. Et tout de suite, Wes Anderson avec Nicolas, Saada, ils vont discuter avec vous. Ils vont discuter entre 10 minutes pour présenter ce programme. Merci. Merci.
Est-ce que tout le monde comprend l'anglais? Oui. Ok.
Tous.
Everybody understands English. Great.
Then we're going to speak English.
Yeah, great. So then we have more time.
Good.
Tell me, Wes, this is a selection of your shorts. So the early work, and then the shorts you did for Netflix. And how do you think of shorts? Is it for you like a short story, like telling a? Is it a form that you like?
Yes. You know, why don't we can quickly say what we're going to see. We're going to see the first film I made, 16mm short film Bottle Rocket, which was, we thought we were making a feature film. So that one wasn't intended to be a short, a court-métrage. That was meant to be a feature film, and we just didn't get very far, and it became short. And then the next one, I think, will be Hotel Chevalier, maybe, you think? This one we worked on together.
Yes.
And Nicolas is one of the producers of it, and we made that here in Paris 20 years ago or something like that?
2005, I'm afraid, yes.
Yes, 20 years ago. Yes. I don't think you weren't born. And then you'll see Castello Cavalcanti. This is a short film that we made at Cinecittà in Rome with Jason Schwartzman. Roman Coppola helped me make the film. We had Darius Khondji for that one, the first time I did something with Darius. And hopefully you'll like that one. We made it. Prada gave us the funding for it. But it's our own little short. And that one is like a little short story, I think. And it certainly was intended to be. The Hotel Chevalier, that one ended up, we thought we were making a short film, but in fact it was the prologue to a feature film. So again, it didn't turn out to be short. And then finally will be a series of shorts that were made adapting Roald Dahl stories. And if you haven't seen them, they're a kind of unusual format. They're almost like, well, you know what? You'll just see them.
Well, we can just say that Roald Dahl was a big inspiration. He was, of course, Mr. Fox, the writer for Fantastic Mr. Fox, yes. And he had a certain connection with the Roald Dahl family, right?
That's true. Yes, in fact, I made an animated film, Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is also a long time ago. And
10 years?
It's something like that. And when we were writing it, I wrote it with Noah Baumbach, and we wrote quite a bit of it at Roald Dahl's house in England. And we became friends with Lissy, his wife, his widow, and also his grandson, Luke Kelly. And it was that relationship that led to making these shorts many, many years later. Luke, who was in charge of the estate for the Dahl estate in relation to making films, he kept these stories for me for 15 years or something, while I kind of tried to figure out what to do with them. And then one day I had an idea for how to go about making them, and finally we did them. But he saved them for me all this time. So, and you know, those we have, they're made in England. The cast is all English, and we had a great time doing them because these wonderful English actors like Ben Kingsley and Dave Patel and Benedict Cumberbatch, Rupert Friend, Richard Ayoade, who is many of them I worked with again after that, yeah. And Richard and I are actually working on a script together now.
So, Bottle Rocket is shot on 16mm, but also the Netflix films, right?
Yes, it's true. Yes, Bottle Rocket was shot on 16mm on black and white film, and these Netflix ones were 16mm, which, you know, Netflix was not terribly excited about that, but it was a great format for us. We loved, you know, it feels like film, whatever way you show it, even if you watch it, which I don't advise, but if you wish to watch it on an iPhone, or something smaller, on a watch or something, you can still tell it's film, because the grain is such a presence. And the look is always film. Yes. I did also Moonrise Kingdom was in 16mm.
And you know, the short form helped you also. I would say it helped you, but it inspired you also the idea of the portmanteau film. And when you were doing the French Dispatch, it was also for you like a collection of shorts in a way.
Yes, you know, I've always loved short films. I always liked, especially a collection of short films made by one filmmaker, like De Sica made The Gold of Naples, L'Oro di Napoli. They're all De Sica. We have Ophuls does, and especially Le Plaisir, the Guy de Maupassant stories.
Faut voir Le Plaisir d'Ophuls, c'est super.
Yes, if you haven't seen that, that's a great one. And who else has done it? There's not so many. Saada Ray.
Yeah, 3 daughters.
3 daughters,
That's
sometimes called 2 daughters. Teen Kanya.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
stories.
one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
That's Saada Ray short stories.
Film de Saada-Ray qui s'appelle 3 filles.
C'est de Tagore, right?
Après Tagore, il y a
Oui.
3 histoires autour de 3 femmes. Et c'est sublime, et c'est aussi 3 courts-métrages comme ça.
In fact, you know who is it? Aparna Sen. You know Aparna Sen?
No,
She's the actress who's, you know, he has in these films, whenever someone joins the Ray company at age 13 or 15, they're still with him later. And they become directors, and Aparna Sen is one of those. So what else can we tell you? Is that enough?
Is that enough? Or one last question?
Anybody have any questions or anything that needs clear? One question, you say. Okay. Does anybody? We have time for one question. Yes, you're the first.
How long did it take to turn the bottle rocket?
How long did it take us to make the bottle? So the first one you're going to see, bottle rocket. So this one, what happened was, I asked my father, how much money can you give me? And he said, I'll give you $1,750. Why? I don't know. That was what he decided was the amount he could spare at that time. And Owen Wilson's father said, I'll give you whatever Wes's dad gives you. So that was the budget. we had double what I thought we were going to get because Mr. Wilson also chipped in. And then we shot for, I think, probably we shot for a week. You know, we shot 3 hours one day, and we shot 2 hours the other day, and it wasn't like there was anybody to pay, you know, it was just us. And then later, somebody got us a few thousand more dollars. Kit Carson, did you ever meet Kit? Our friend Kit Carson got another, did you know Kit? Yeah. Kit got 5,000, so we spent that. We made it longer. We went another week or something, and on $5,000. And then we tried to raise some more money, but we never did. So that was why it became a short. And then a bit later, some people saw, once we decided, okay, we're just going to settle for it being a short for now, then we showed it around, and eventually somebody said, we'll give you the money to make a whole movie, but you have to start over, and it has to be in color, and we want you to rewrite it. So, which was all fine, so that was it. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to see. I don't know how well it'll hold up or not, but you know, it's there it is. It must be is it my print or is it DCP? It's my print, straight from my vault. Oh, we transferred. It's fine. Thank you. Merci.
You stay there.
Okay, can I take a picture?
Sure. Stay, pardon.
Veuillez vous mettre sur la scène, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, c'est bon. Non,
Et souriez. Merci à tous.